folks. So I'm at a new school this year, and that brings with it a new set of challenges. Of course, every year presents its own set of, different circumstances, different challenges. Some years are extra, some years are just extra. And I kind of brought this one on myself by choosing to go to a different school in the same school system, but yet not everything's the same. And so finding out what's the same and what's not, and how do we do the things differently that we do differently, has been its own challenge. So this week actually has been especially challenging. I was out Wednesday to get a filling, which turned out not to be a filling, but a root canal. And oh, by the way, we have to send you to a specialist for that. So guess what? You get to be out another day, unplanned. So I'm thinking about, okay, what are my lesson plans? How is this going to work? How are we going to pay for this? Christmas is coming and we're going to be visiting family and hopefully getting presents and just all kinds of stress. And so I go back and it's Friday and things are starting to feel more normal, and get home and there's this box and we're all pointing fingers at each other saying, do we need to not open this? Who did you order something for me? Did you order something for you? Who needs to not see this? But it turns out none of us have ordered anything recently. And so I was like, fine, I'm going to open it. And I did. There's a note. It's from my teacher wish list, which I have not been promoting recently because I've been dealing with all the school stuff. So without further ado, here is the already open box. First of all, check this out. It's so squishy. So, interestingly enough, just today, I got permission to, official permission to use more choice independent readings in my courses next term. Starting in January, I'll have a whole new set of students. And I'm really looking forward to that. And so giving students the opportunity to spread out around the room, and especially with items that make it a comfortable thing to do rather than just sprawling out on the floor, which they will do. But I have some Afghans and some little carpet squares and some, things like that. But I saw these and I was like, this would also be a great alternative. And when I'm not using them, it's not like, it's not quite like having a chair in the room that's going to take up space. This is something that I can just store, sort of next to the wall. And if I get a set of them, I can just kind of stack them up so they can be out of the way. And I can still have a fair amount of floor space. They won't take up as much space. And then, we can share them around. So I'm really looking forward to that. And there were also 2 games, which these are going to come in handy because my students are going through this unit that we're on more quickly than I anticipated. They're, not needing as much support, which is great. Hopefully that means I've been doing something right. So both of these are verbal games, see it and say it. And then this one is kind of like taboo or outburst, except there aren't any words that are off limits. It's just if you and your team come up with the same word, you don't actually get to give that as a clue. So it's along the same lines, but a little bit different. And it encourages students to think of ways to describe things and to think about synonyms and connections between words and all that good verbal vocabulary connections. So I'm really looking forward to using these in my classroom. And the note said, I found your page randomly via Twitter, lol. I saw you were dealing with some hardships and wanted to support your classroom. And Aida, thank you. It means more than I can ever say, because I really, really believe in public education, in all of us, not just locally in the community, but, all of us as a community of people supporting our young people's education and their learning and their well-being. And you've made that a little bit more possible. So thank you. Thank you so much. Bye for now, everybody.